Well, I'll tell you one thing after moving to Victoria is having separate seasons. It's refreshing. Living in Northern Territories, excuse me, and prior to that, Queensland, we didn't have defined seasons. Well, definitely not on the NT anyway. It was either hot, bloody hot, wet, or dry. That's all you had. Queensland, you had like probably 3 months of a mild winter, but living in Victoria, you can definitely feel the change in the air from seasons. I came here in summer and you could feel the autumn come along, then winter. And now it's coming into spring. The days are warming up. It's getting, sun's going down later. Yeah, it's magnificent. Yeah, beats a place where there's no definition of seasons, I'll tell you that much. You walk along the road here, found my first image. It's a fallen dead tree, possibly a whole tree. It could be a large branch, but it looks like a tree. It's nestled between two gum trees. I was looking up here, struggling a little bit, so what I tend to do is, if I'm looking through full frame or 16:9, I'll switch it up to a crop ratio. Kind of changes you a different mindset when you do that. If you're struggling, changes the composition a bit. So I thought this looked a lot better 16:9, sorry, square crop ratio. It's early in the morning. And I've got a nice bit of side light coming in, or backlight, sorry. And I've still got that fog. A little bit of wind in here, but not much that's going to affect my shutter speed too much. I'm at f10, ISO 100 in a quarter of a second. So I'm going to grab this image while there's that nice light hanging about. I don't want to cut off his little branch fingers. Well, that image is in the bag. Having a look up and down this road, see what else I can shoot. I might head back because I know around the corner there that once that sun rises a bit more, it's going to break through that fog and give us this magical light show between the fog and the light. So hopefully that happens soon, but I'll see if I can get one more image down here. If not, I'm going to head back up to where I mentioned, back up there. So yeah, I was actually drawn over here because these king parrots were fighting in the treetops. They were fighting over, there's a tree flowering, so they're having a bit of a squabble over who should have the most nectar. And I looked over my shoulder and I saw this scene back in here. Sensational. It's got this subtle light coming through and it's hitting this gum tree back here, and then it's got this dead tree sticking up. Here it's obviously died, a young tree. And there's some absolute gorgeous light coming through just here, and then it's framed off by this tree, and there's those two trees there. So what I've done is I've incorporated those two trees, and I think it works nicely, but also I've just zoomed in without those two trees and got more of the scene itself. But yeah, the light, sublime. It's ethereal. It's just, this could be the shot of the morning. Yeah, I know. Put all your eggs in one basket, but man, oh man. Just when that light and fog perfectly complement each other, you get an image like this. So I'm going to chuck it up. I'm going to move on. Coming back, and I'm just going to take some shots while I'm talking, because there's some nice light breaking through. This image back here, I saw this cluster of trees just here. and I was doing again a square crop, and then I thought, oh, I'll see what it looks like, 16:9, and then I incorporated more of the right hand side of the image. And with that light, I think it's working better. We'll just compose it a bit better than just focusing on these main cluster of trees just here. So effectively I've gone for this tree on my left out here to this a weird looking dead tree way in the back there, and then it's framed off with this tree to my right over here. So I'm going to chuck both of them up, the square crop, more intimate, tighter shot, and then I'm going to show you the 16:9, and yeah, give me some feedback. What pleases your eye, the square or the 16:9? I'll be quiet. Cockatoos. All right, so yeah, like I said, I'm getting that nice light coming through, and I think it makes for a really nice image. But that probably is it. I'll chuck the square crop 16:9 up, and I'll leave it at that. This scene is screaming 16:9. Just some nice side light and that fog. I think we can make this look quite painterly. Little bit of an issue is there's a lot of tree trunks, so trying to separate them could be a challenge, but if I can't separate them, I'll try and line a couple up so it looks like one tree, or you can't see the trunk behind it because I've lined it up with the other one. But yeah, I'm really liking this scene, so I'm going to set her up. Got these 3 trees that are almost lined and I can't separate them. So if I step to the left a little bit, they kind of line up and they hide each other. So it's always helpful if I can't separate them. Yeah, let's see if we can get a gorgeous 16:9 from this. Probably see another one down there too, so get a move on. Show you my dilemma, not sure if it's picking up. I like this tree here, this little gum tree here. So if I'm looking here, this here is actually 3 trees, 1, 2, 3. And if you come this way just a bit, then it looks almost like one tree. But if you come a foot or so this way, they are separated. But then I've lost that other tree in round the corner there. So I'm thinking coming back this way here lines those trees up here, almost this way, looking like one tree, or at least hiding the middle tree. And then I've got that nice one there. Also like this tree, where are we? Here. It's getting some nice light and it's green. So I might come this way a foot. Yeah, about there I think. Could be a good image. Well, I'm going to wrap it up, and I know this word's used a lot, probably in landscape photography, and us landscape photographers need a wider vocabulary, but epic, epic, epic. Yeah, that's all I can say. I'm going to call it. I think I've got gotten my best images, woodland images in Victoria to this date. Maybe across the board, maybe of any of my images from this morning. I'm not too sure yet, but I'm gonna get back, have a little look in Lightroom. And yeah, I'm pretty stoked what I came away with. But yeah, thanks for coming along. I'm gonna leave the parrots alone now. Spring's in the air. They're having a, you know what they get up to in spring. So yeah, thanks for coming along. See you on the next adventure.